I told you so moment?
No, not really. I was just proud of our footy club overall. We've been through some adversity, and as have other clubs, and the side across the road have obviously hit a bit of a bump in the road as well with their injuries. But we asked some guys to play some foreign roles, and they've stepped up and they've executed. So that's a really pleasing thing. And I thought our leaders have been great, just the way they've continued to promote the positive messages that we've been trying to portray, and they've done a wonderful job about keeping the energy up. So it was pleasing. It's always good to beat a really good opposition as well on Friday night footy, so makes the weekend a little bit more enjoyable, which is great.
All jokes aside though, you stayed really positive. You didn't seem to blink throughout any of the tough times to start the year, so you obviously still have a lot of belief in this group.
Well, I think I certainly have got a lot of belief, and I think the playing group is starting to feel that little heartbeat coming back. It looked Richmond-like, the goals, dirty goals, the way we got the ball to ground, the way they charged in. There's a bit of play that last quarter, balls in the goal line, and there's just bodies flying everywhere. That's a Richmond game. That's what the fabric of our footy club has been built on for a number of years, and we're starting to see that come back in our playing group. So the most important thing is hopefully our players are starting to understand the belief that we've got in them, because I think we've got a wonderful group of young men that will continue to challenge sides along the way. We're going to have some bumps in the road, but more importantly, I think they're starting to understand what they could possibly do.
Richard, you mentioned the leaders earlier. Obviously, Dusty and Koch produced probably the best games of the year, and must have been really pleasing for you to see those two almost wind the clock back a bit, didn't they?
Yeah, it was, and they've been threatening for a little while, and things probably started to click a little bit, and Dustin got the scoreboard reward today that he probably hasn't had for games previous, and Trent was the same. I thought his two first quarter goals were really, really, special, and we needed them, to be fair. Like Geelong probably had the upper hand in that first quarter, and we kicked 6 straight, which certainly keeps us in the game and leading, but I thought they probably had the better first term, so those goals are really important. And what he does is just little things that, it's hard for the everyday fan to see, but what both those players do is just, little touches that make the players around them better, and that's the measure of a quality player for mine.
Sorry, with Koch, you played him start in the pre-season. You obviously indicated that you wanted him in that more sort of forward attacking role. It's taken a little bit into the season. Is that kind of what you were hoping for? And hopefully,
yeah, I think so, but it was really hard for him to play that role consistently because we were unpredictable. We weren't playing the style of game that we needed to play, and I think we played an exorbitant amount of players through that forward 50, which is really tough. So the connection piece that we always speak about wasn't quite there, but once we sort of started to remain predictable and back ourselves in with regard to how we want to play, all of a sudden those players become not necessarily better, but they get the reward they probably deserve, because they do an incredible amount of hard work that not a lot of people see, the same as the Geelong half forwards as well. But those players that can get up and down the ground and hit the scoreboard are really valuable.
Tougher run, obviously a few short breaks in a row, which can take the zap out of the boys' legs, and it's a fair effort in the context.
Yeah, it is. The 3 6-day breaks, they have been tough. Sides will go through it, and we've probably had our little period, but I thought the guys did a lot of mental reps last week, good understanding, a lot of walkthroughs about what we're trying to achieve, especially against a quality side tonight, and credit to them. They got to work, although not as much on the track, but they certainly had a great understanding of what we're trying to put in place tonight and execute it reasonably well.
I imagine you're pretty thrilled with the performance of Bolter and Broad, I guess, especially after Bolter gave up those couple of early ones to Hawkins.
Yeah, Noah was, it was incredible, some of the things. You're right, Tim? Sorry. Number of things he does, in the contest, just incredible the way he contests. Those two guys, you look at them, they're both big, strong men, and, the battles that they had were incredible. And, I thought Broady did a wonderful job on Cameron. And it's funny, Nathan Broad, whilst in our 4 walls he's really highly regarded, he probably doesn't get the respect outside that, but the 4 games he's missed, as harsh as it was, were crucial. All those sort of players that he generally takes, they were sort of hurting us. So, we're really pleased that he's back in the side and starting to understand how important he is.